This is Anand Hivrade, Assistant Professor, Department of Botany at Vinayak Vignan Mahavidyalaya, Nandgaon, Khandeshwar. In this lecture, we are going to cover the topic that is DNA packaging, nucleosome, and solenoid model. As we know the title, then starting with the question first: what is DNA packaging? The packaging or the condensation of the DNA with the help of certain proteins. So, how many proteins and what kind of the proteins are involved in this process? So, let's discuss about it. So, starting with the cell first. Cell, the fundamental, or you can say the basic unit of life. So there are two kinds of the cell on the earth, that is primitive one, that is prokaryotic cell, and the advanced one, that is eukaryotic cell. The prokaryotic cell do not have any kind of the cell organelle. It have only the circular DNA in small amount. It means the space is larger and the amount of DNA is very small. That's why there is no any kind of need to pack the DNA inside the prokaryotic cell. Whereas in eukaryotic cell, there are number of cell organelles along with the nucleus. So the nucleus consists of the huge amount of DNA. That's why it is very needed to pack the DNA inside the eukaryotic cell in the nucleus. So here in the image we have shown the DNA. We are not going to see the detailed structure of the DNA. The thing we have to understand the base pair, the meaning of base pair only. So the two strands of the DNA are held together by means of the nitrogen bases. One nitrogen base from the one strand, other complementary nitrogen base from the other strand. They form the pair that we call the nitrogen base pair, or simply we can say the base pair only. Now the question arises in our mind that does the DNA really need to pack inside the nucleus or the eukaryotic nucleus? The answer is yes. So let's have some statistical data about it. A human cell, that is diploid human cell, consists of nearly 46 chromosomes or the DNA, approximately 6.4 billions of the base pair. So according to Watson and Crick, the distance between each pair of the DNA is about 0.34 nanometer as shown in the figure. By multiplication of this all, 6.4 into 0.34 nanometer, the distance will comes around 2.2 meter. It means if we join the DNA of 46 chromosome in the diploid cell end to end, so the distance will comes around 2.2 meter, approximately 2.2 meter, nearly 2.2 meter, not exactly. The thing of interest is that how can we combine or pack 2.2 meter of the DNA inside the very small nucleus. The size of the nucleus is comes around 6 micrometer to 10 micrometer. So is it possible? Yes. The answer is hidden in the title of the topic, that is packaging of the DNA. Is it? Before starting the topic or the actual process of packaging, we have to clear some points, for example chromatin, histone, non-histone, and etc. etc. Now the chromatin. Chromatin is the complex of DNA and the proteins, different types of the proteins found in the eukaryotic cell. It means the DNA wrap around the protein, especially with the histone, and forms a small subunit that is we call the nucleosome. The nucleosome is again joined with the another nucleosome, and the another nucleosome, it forms a fiber-like structure or a thread-like structure that we call the chromatin. If the chromatin is loosely arranged, that we call the euchromatin. If the chromatin gets packed up to 30 nanometer or more than that, that we call the heterochromatin. Now the proteins associated with the DNA. As we shown earlier, the chromatin is the complex of DNA and the proteins. So what kind of the proteins? These proteins we are now going to discuss about it. The proteins associated with the DNA, that is histone proteins and the non-histone proteins. First, the histone proteins. Histone proteins are the basic small proteins which are positively charged proteins. Why the positive charge? Because it contains high amount of the positive amino acid, that is lysine and arginine. So they are on the basis of weight, that is molecular weight, structure, and the function. They are divided into 5 classes or 5 families. The first one is H1 or H5. They called as a linker histone because it attached to the linker DNA. Later on we will discuss about it. Another is H2A, H2B, H3, and the H4. They combine to form an octamer. 4 proteins, 2 copies of each combine to form octamer, that is barrel-like structure that is shown in the figure. So each protein have a tail, that is positively charged tail. The function of the tail we will discuss later in next lecture. Now the non-histone proteins. So all the proteins found in the chromatin which helps to combine or the condensation of the chromosome, except the histone protein that we call the non-histone proteins. They found variable or they shows variability in the different tissues and the different species. Basically they work for the condensation of the DNA. Now turning to the process, that is actual process of DNA packaging, starting with the nucleosome organization. As shown in the figure, the double stranded helical structure of the DNA. It shows the diameter that is 2 nanometer. Some people use the another unit that is Armstrong unit. 2 nanometer is equal to 20 Armstrong unit. The Armstrong unit is 10 times greater than the nanometer. Now it has to pack around the histone proteins. Look at this. These are the 4 subunits of histone, that is H2A, H2B, H3 and H4. 2 copies of each to combine to form an octamer. So the tails, that is positively charged tails, lie as beside. So the positive charge on the tail, it is because of the presence of the arginine and lysine amino acid. These are the positive amino acid. Whereas the DNA has to pack on this. Now the DNA shows a partial negative charge because of the phosphate which is present inside the phosphodiester bond. So now the negatively charged DNA wraps around the positively charged histone proteins. So suppose that this is the DNA and now this is I am the histone and this is the positively charged tail. So the DNA will like this and the positively charged tail will be combined like this. So that association, definitely that association is the partial association, and that we call the weak interaction or the ionic interaction, because it is formed by the weak ions or the charges. So it will form the structure, the small subunit, that is we call the nucleosome. So some characteristics of nucleosome. It was discovered by the Roger Kornberg in 1974. It is the basic structural unit of DNA packaging in the eukaryotic cell. It's a first level of organization where the DNA wraps around the histone protein. So what is meant by level of organization? When the chromatin material condense or packed to form the chromosome, it takes a 4 level. First level, second level, third level and fourth level of organization. So that levels will be discussed in the same lecture. Now question is that, okay, how much DNA wraps around exactly with the histone core? So it was the conclusion that 200 base pairs of the DNA wrapped around the octamer of the histone. So scientists make the decision on this. So they try to cut the DNA to know the exact wrapping of DNA with the histone proteins. They use the endonucleases for that, which is derived from the SRS, that we called micrococcal endonucleases. That's why the name shortly we call the MNS. So the nucleosome treated with that enzyme, it cuts the DNA and the length of the DNA get reduces up to 165 base pair. Again they give the same treatment for this and the length of the DNA reduces up to 147 base pair. Again they do the same experiment, but again the length of the DNA remain as it is, 147 base pair. It means the remaining DNA out of 200 base pair get digested because it was not associated with the histone cores. Only 147 base pairs of the DNA was wrapped around exactly with the histone core. That's why the nucleosome consists of octamer of the histone, that is we call core protein, and the DNA of 147 base pair is wrapped around that we call the core DNA now. So what was the DNA which links the two nucleosomes? That is called the linker DNA. So look at this, number of nucleosomes are arranged together by means of the DNA, that is called the linker DNA. It comes around 50 to 70 base pairs. In some books 10 to 70 base pairs are given there. But there may chance to slip out the DNA from the histone core. So that's why to more packaging, the histone, that is H1 will comes there. It will bind to the nucleosome at the joining of the linker DNA. It will work like the bandage. It will stick to the linker DNA and pack the nucleosome very good, perfectly. So there is given that is H1 or H5. Why H1 or H5? In all eukaryotic organisms, H1 work like that, but in the birds, instead of H1, H5 works. Only in the birds. So now look at this, the structure form. The nucleosome along with the H1 protein forms a structure that we call chromatosome. So the image of the string of bits, it that is electronic microscopic image. So look at this, that is 30 nm. It's a second level of organization. So nucleosome comes around 11 nanometer. So 6 subunit of 11 nanometer nucleosome combined to form a structure which will measure up to 30 nanometer. That's why we call the 30 nm model. So 6 subunit come close to each other and they arrange spirally to form a large thread like this. So this is given in the image. Look at this. So it arranges spirally and forms a large structure, that is the second level of organization. For this packing, the H1 plays very important role because it is remain attached in the center. Scientists have given the two model for this. So one is solenoid model and another is zigzag model. In solenoid model, there is only one and simple difference is the linker DNA which is not passed through the center. The arrangement is spiral, that is called a solenoid model. In other zigzag model, the nucleosomes are arranged at the opposite direction and the linker DNA is passes through the center. So that is why the arrangement is look like some difficult in manner. That's why solenoid model, that is also of 30 nanometer, and scientists has proposed the another model, that is zigzag model, that is again of 30 nanometer. But universally solenoid model is accepted. So friend, look at that is chromosomal organization now. That image will help you to understand all the topic better. So look at this is the DNA and these are the histone proteins. The DNA wrap around the octacore and forms 11 nanometer structure, that is called a nucleosome. The 6 subunit of the nucleosome combine to form a solenoid model or the zigzag model, and again they arrange in spiral manner to form a loop, and the loop has been attached with a specific protein that we call the scaffold protein. That is not shown in the image, it is shown in the next image, and they again condense to form a chromosome. So that is what it's a DNA, histone, nucleosome, solenoid model, loop and the chromosome. Okay, let's have some statistical data again. That is 2 nanometer. It wraps around the histone protein to form 11 nanometer structure called nucleosome. 6 nucleosome combined to form a 30 nanometer structure, that is second level of organization. Then the 30 nanometer will form a loop-like structure. It will comes around 300 nanometer. It is attached with the special type of the protein, that is called scaffold protein. It is the third level of organization. And then the loops will more condense to form a 700 nanometer structure. It's the last level, that is fourth level of organization. So it is the structure like a chromosome. So chromosome will look like this at the particular phases of the cell cycle or in the cell. So that is the chromosome which will see only at the metaphase after replication. Otherwise the chromosome will look like this or the 11 nanometer structure. So it is all about the DNA packaging. So friends, we all know the entire world is now suffering with a very big disease, that is life-threatening disease, that is COVID-19. So it is my humble request to all you, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.